Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Today I want to go over the importance of having a content calendar. So a content calendar can be made on different applications or an Excel sheet, however you really want to kind of pair up your content calendar in whatever method is best for you. You could use a Google Calendar so that you have it laid out. I really like using Asana. Asana is a free tool and you can use it to manage your projects and all your tasks. But I also like to create my events or use the calendar function of it to plan out my posts, my blogs, my newsletters, and any kind of promotions that I want to do. So in that, you can basically go in and schedule everything out that you know that you're doing. And then look to see holidays or Quirky Holidays, and then create content topics around that. And then when you're scheduling out your posts, you can then see what kinds of content you need to create for each particular day, and you have it all planned out in advance. I hope you enjoyed this quick tip.
Quirky holidays are a great way to populate your content calendar and a way to get content. So just type in Quirky holidays, type in the month, and look. So here we have the dates in July that have Quirky holidays. So July 3rd, compliment your mirror day. If you're a brand that is about physical fitness, empowerment, things like that, that might be something that is cute to do, add. So we said July 3rd, you want to use a content calendar, however you have it created. We are using Asana right now. You can do it on Google Calendar, you can do it on an Excel sheet, whatever works best for you. So go back here. Obviously, July 4th is 4th of July, so we definitely want to add that in. There's other things that you can consider, so definitely. Also, if you're using Asana, you want to do weekends on and include that there. Some of them are not really going to make sense for your brand as well, and so you don't want to add them. Build a Scarecrow Day, Workaholics Day. That might resonate, considering we work nonstop. That was on the 5th. So you can write something quirky. It falls on a Sunday. It's a day after the 4th of July. Usually people are hanging out, but it is kind of a cute, quirky thing that you can write in there. So there's a bunch of these different days out there, and what you're going to want to do is do a hashtag and that day. So once let's see, for example, National Sugar Cookie Day. Let's see what comes up with that. So we go to Instagram. We do hashtag National Sugar Cookie. And there's 11,000 posts that come up for that day. So then there's all of this content that you can find, and these are the top posts here, and then the most recent ones here. So if you are a cookie company, of course you want to talk about this hashtag. If it pertains to your business, for example, let's see here. World Emoji Day. We could do something completely around that, as we're a social media marketing company, and we could do like a whole article about what emojis mean, why they're great, and why you can use them. So we would go back to our calendar, and then we want to talk about emojis. We could have a topic for the week: why use emojis. Meaning of emojis, where to use them, email subject lines, ends of posts, comments when engaging. So these are the different topics that we're going to talk about, and then our favorite emoji. This is what we're going to talk about this whole week. So now we can make a blog post all about emojis. And then the details could be why use them, where to use them, what are the most used, our favorites, so now that World Emoji Day turns in a whole week of us talking about emojis, and it gives us the topic of a blog post. Since we are a marketing company, we could take this Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day and think about different ad campaigns. So Skittles ad campaign regarding a new color flavor. And then here could be this blog post could be around creative flavors, colors, and contests around picking them. And then this whole week could be around, yes, the first is Creative Flavors Day, and we go into these different things, but our whole blog post could be around campaigns around these contests that companies do. So when you're thinking about that, you want to think about what is the blog post that you're going to do for the week? How can you disseminate that information into different things? How are you going to use them in your stories? How are you going to use them on your feed? And how you're going to engage and who you're going to engage with. So maybe this whole week we talk about like flavors and food company campaigns. So food campaigns. Oops, I'm doing a terrible job spelling right now. And then the engagement could be around brands or food brands. So we're now going to go interact with food brands. So there's many ways for you to think of creative ideas. For example, we are going to be doing a live event right here. So Inspiration 2020 in Tampa, and we're doing the attract and convert your perfect client on Instagram. So we also need to promote event, promote Tampa event, and then I would probably say promote event. Even though we're talking about emojis, we can add the events in. We can do some things on our story. We can do some things on our feed. We can mix it all in. We're not going to repeat any content, but we're going to mix it in. So you want to take into account the topics that you're talking about for the week as well as the events that you're promoting. So we are going to probably do, another virtual workshop on, let's say, this day, possibly. So we can do virtual workshop, and then we're going to want to promote around that as well. So then too, like, are we going to do ad campaigns? So do we want to start ad campaign for Tampa registrations? Or do we want to do that earlier? So you want to think about what blog posts, what ad campaigns, what posts, what quirky holidays, what real holidays are you going to incorporate in your calendar? Also, what events are you actually doing and how many times are you going to promote that? Of course, you don't want to promote on your feed the same thing over and over, but this is a great way to build out your calendar. When you are thinking about creating your content, whether it be videos or photo shoots, you now know what kinds of things that you need to get. I suggest creating your calendar out for 3 months and having your photo shoot done a month in advance. So for example, the beginning of June, I should have had my photo shoot for July, meaning that I would have needed to have July planned for 2 months already. And at June, I would have planned the shoot in the beginning of the month, so I would have picked the location, I would have picked what I was wearing, what my team was wearing, who we were doing a shoot with, and then it gives us some time to edit those photos, create graphics on some of them, and then organize them into our social media. So once you have all of this with the topics, and you've already planned your shoot and you've gotten the information, the next step is organizing the information.